The T20 is, of course, seen as the brains trust of the G20 process, with many of the ideas and suggestions that are incubated at the T20 forum finding their way into the ministerial meetings and eventually into the G20 Summit. It is an invaluable process that shapes and imparts new direction to the G20 dialogue process. And as I said, having crossed the halfway mark of our presidency, from the time that we began our presidency until the summit, it is indeed a good time to take stock of what we have accomplished and the way forward. And Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has on several occasions highlighted the aspect of India's long association with and practices of sustainability. And I want to just draw your attention to some of those remarks because I think it's relevant to our discussions today. At the UN Environment Day, the Prime Minister had referred to that sustainable development, the harmony that our ancestors had maintained with nature. And he had also said that in India, we have equated nature with divinity. In other words, our gods and goddesses have plants and animals associated with nature and with them. And he, in this context, said that the need of the hour is human-centric, collective efforts, and robust actions that further sustainable development. And he recalled Mahatma Gandhi, who had talked about, who had, in some senses, also talked about a zero-carbon lifestyle. And the President urged that we pick up the most sustainable options in our daily life. And in that context, he said that our planet is one, but our efforts have to be many. In other words, one earth, many efforts in attaining what we wish to attain in terms of sustainable development and sustainable lifestyles. I also want to take this opportunity to remind ourselves that true change will come not only through winning the hearts and minds will only come, actually, through winning the hearts and minds of people. So behaving sustainably becomes the norm, and in fact, the expectation we all have of ourselves and each other. And there are several examples of how this has been achieved. The Swachh Bharat program, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, is one such example in India. The Clean India policy that was implemented and is being implemented. The transformative change that has been brought about has several components, and one of it is visionary leadership, another is financial commitment, decentralized delivery to account for local needs, and most importantly, social mobilization. So how can sustainable development policies be implemented in a manner that is holistic is also very important. And we must make sure that the lessons from successful programs are learned, and we study those that have not been as successful. Controlling climate change is undoubtedly a key priority for everyone in the world, for our sake and the sake of our future generations. But it is equally important that we do so while continuing to meet all the sustainable development goals agreed. We must not only save the world, but make it better for everyone and for future generations.